This is my real thoughts on the Rift Volume 7. Sketchy, your audio sounds kinda distant. I've got the TV volume at a volume 40, and I have to be right on top of the damn thing to hear you. I've never been a big fan of the monocolored background. I'm currently watching Why You Don't Like Pinkie Pie. It's a minute in, and you haven't started yet. This isn't even a unique problem. In your Season 5 wish list, it took you 57 seconds to get going. Okay, like, I understand maybe sucking up to the audience before hitting on Pinkie Pie, but people know what a wish list is already. You don't have to sit there and explain it to them. Nightmare Rider. I vaguely recall Nightmare Rider from MLP forum. That old guard included me, Knickers, Licky, Sheldon, and Thunderflare. Every time I look at your OC, I think he's wearing a raincoat. I think it's the contrast and the bright colors around the front. The neck and shoulder area. Right off the bat, it took you 12 seconds to do your intro. There we go. Pay attention to that. That's good. I like that. I don't have anything negative or positive to really address at this moment. The only thing I remember from back in the day is that you were one of the people who used to debate it out with Biter, but that's the norm for virtually everyone these days. Owen. You know what's weird? I've known Owen since the Vita Army days, besides being British and hating Ino and hating Jerry Pete. Oh yeah, and hating Final Draft. I literally know nothing about you. We were supposed to do a collab this week, and I don't know, something happened with that. Hey, hit me up. Past analysis. Ah, pasta. I would suggest you get out of the habit of doing all your projects by the last minute. Believe me, I did that crap and, well, now look at me. With the semester running down, I really hope that you get a chance to express yourself. I'm going to tell you something you might send you into a fury. You're one of those bright-eyed kids who will fight you to the death about their beliefs, and you'd be surprised that you have a lot in common with Jerry Pete. And like Uncle Jerry, you rustle a lot of jimmies. I'm not saying that you have the same beliefs so much as I think that you're very balls out on your stance. And it makes you come off as a character instead of having character. I recall you telling me that you've been surprised by some of my stances at times. In the same matter of it's not always necessary to express what you're about with fanaticism and vigor. I'm cool with you continuing with the way that you are. But you seem to crave respect. I'd suggest reining in the class clown in more of the teacher that I've seen in you from time to time. Persian Poetess. Literally the nicest person in the fandom. I've even seen this person's cheeky side. She's an amazing artist. I hope you remind us a bit more that you're still around. Prince Aligorna. I've seen your thoughts on Fall of Equistria. I'd like to thank you, as the bulk of the series isn't something I'd want to read about. I still kinda wanted to get the gist of it. We desperately needed a grimdark expert, so thank you. Prestine. I don't remember where I found you, or when you joined Limbo. I remember doing a podcast with you a long time ago, and I think you did a really good job. I don't recall any one time where you made moods worse in the call. I always like to acknowledge that the artists when they join us, and I feel you make a great addition to the Rift. Puzzle piece. You know, I've never scripted any of these volumes on my thoughts on the Rift. I never even did bullet points. It appears you haven't done a pony video in 11 months. No, I don't count Q&As or quick skits. I would suggest you work on that. Now I'm about to step into territory where I have no earthly business being. So I'm going to include a skip option in the comments, and I would advise you, if you're in a good mood, to pause the video and do so now. I said now. I'm not going to bring up the list, it is what it is. I think you made a mistake. I think you had something special with someone special. And life isn't filled with endless opportunities. I'm going to be using this stand-in picture of Usagi as a thinly veiled stand-in for whoever I'm talking about. Now, speaking as a man who put a girl before his faith and quite frankly made her the most important thing in his life, only to have it go south, that's a scary conundrum. That's also love. It only really works if you put your heart and quite literally your soul into it. Now, you don't have to tell me women are crazy, and I think the subject before you would been within your capability, not just to cope with, but thrive. We have a duty to those that we love, and for those who love us, when at all possible, or at least in my stupid opinion. Now, God be willing, I hope I don't manage to lose 14 subscribers again after this one. Thank you for your time.